Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ishmael from Conjured Realm. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking about a topic that you guys have been asking me to talk about, and I think I should make an updated video because the last one I filmed was probably a couple months back, so I wanted to have this up here for reference. But if you read the title, you know that today I'm going to be talking about how to change your self-concept. Believe it or not, my self-concept was not always how it is now. Especially in the very beginning, I never saw myself the way I see myself now for the longest time until I worked on my self-concept. Now, what is self-concept? Some of you may be asking. Self-concept is how you view yourself. Self-concept is how you think about yourself on a daily basis. Now, a lot of people don't know, but self-concept was a game changer for me when I started my manifestation journey, because it not only helped my manifestations, but it also helped me view myself differently. How did it help my manifestations? Well, because at the end of the day, everything in the 3D is here because of you and the way you think. So anyone can manifest. Anyone can bring anything into their reality. Anyone can bring anything into their 3D. What a lot of people can't do is sustain their manifestation. Yeah, you can have an SB come in and text you, but how long is that going to last with a poor self-concept? Yeah, you can manifest money, but how long is that going to last with a poor self-concept? Self-concept helps you sustain your manifestation, and this is why it's super important. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear that because everyone is just so hyper focused on manifesting their desires, their SP, the money, the job, the house. But it's no good if once you get it, you don't keep it, right? So it's important that you work on your self-concept because you want to just have your manifestation as long as possible. Now, you can have a self-concept for every category. Like, you can have a self-concept when it comes to relationship. You can have a self-concept when it comes to money, work, whatever. But then you also have a self-concept when it comes to yourself, which I think is the most important. And usually the affirmations that I started with in the beginning were, to bring my self-esteem up. Because long ago, I didn't always see myself, like I stated, how I see myself now. I had low self-esteem. I was a victim to always constantly comparing myself to others. I was always not satisfied with who I was back then. And a lot of that had to do really with the way I thought about myself. I had a really bad self-concept. It didn't dawn on me to fix it until I got into manifestation. Self-concept in and of itself is not difficult. It's something that has to be ongoing, because even as good as I am now with manifestation, if I stop doing self-concept, I don't feel insecure anymore. I don't feel like I'm someone who has to constantly compare myself to others. I don't see myself as having to always be liked by everyone because I worked on my self-concept. And I've noticed that there have been times where, because I assumed that my self-concept was really good, that it was a assumption for me and a belief within me that I didn't have to affirm for it anymore. So what ended up happening was I would find myself waking up days and having old thoughts resurface in my reality. I would just compare myself to others. I would have little blips of insecurity throughout my day, which really never happened when I was on top of my self-concept. So you have to understand that you do have a base concept of how you see yourself, and it's within you because it's how you were born. It's like your base programming. This will resurface if you are not on top of your self-concept. Now, take what I just said with a grain of salt, because if you want to believe that what I just said is a limiting belief, then you don't have to take that. But for me, that's just what happened with my experience. If I don't do self-concept constantly, well, not constantly, but at least once a day or a couple times a week, I will find myself reverting little by little back to how I used to see myself. Some of the self-concept affirmations that I loved using in the beginning was I am valuable, I am prioritized, I give substance to the world, I am valued, I am respected, I'm loved, adored, magnetic. I deserve everything I want. I deserve having a good life. I deserve everything this life has to offer me. And those were just a few that I would interchange and switch out constantly. I'm sure you guys can find some either online or some personal ones you can create that work better for you. But those were just some of the ones I used. And I found that using those affirmations really changed my perception on myself. But I do want to preface that for the sake of saving time, I did have some self-concepts that were kind of blanket affirmations that really helped me manifest a better outcome when it came to love, money, anything that I wanted moving forward. And those, like I said, I deserve everything this world has to offer. Everything flows to me easy, things like that. They cover relationships, they cover money, they cover housing, they cover a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure when you're doing self-concept, include some that revolve around a lot of different categories. If you'd like, obviously, do what you like. If you want to have self-concept affirmations that deal with every little thing in your life, that's up to you. I'm just stating what worked for me. But yeah, that is essentially how and what self-concept is and how I changed my self-concept. Also, I think I didn't touch up on this, but I did self-concept more than I did my manifestations for a while, only because it was more important for me to feel better than to receive like a materialistic item. I don't know if other people think that way, but that's just how I think. Obviously, you don't have to do the same. This is just my experience. I found that I wasn't really prioritizing my manifestations when I was doing self-concept in the beginning, because that was just my preference. If you want to do your manifestation and your self-concept at the same time, please do so. But my routine would be every time I would wake up, I would say those affirmations for a couple minutes. When I go to sleep, I say those affirmations for a few minutes, and then just randomly throughout the day. The same way I manifest anything else, like how I explained to you guys in my previous videos, it's the same way I would use self-concept. And it worked out for me. It took a couple months for me to actually start feeling better, getting to a better realization of how I felt about myself. But as I said, it could be different for you. You could start feeling the effects much quicker, less time. So it all just depends how much you're saying them. So I hope that you guys found this video valuable. Please let me know if you have any more questions. Please let me know if I touched on everything you guys were curious about. This is just my opinion on self-concept and how important I think it is to manifesting. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the bell notification icon down below so you're notified every time I post a new video. Also, I'm still doing coaching, one-on-one coaching. If you're interested, please email me at conjuredrealm@gmail.com. All right, guys, happy manifesting.